Oh my God, they did it! They made a good flanker.
Thank you, no. What a year, right? Oh, seriously, like what an insane year this has been. I talked about one last video as well. I was talking about Givenchy Privé that, there does come to a point where you're just sick of fragrances. You're just sick of the same stuff over and over again. But Jesus, there have been absolutely killer fragrances that have come out this year. Some really, really great ones. But who would have thought that 2023 was going to be the year when Paul Gaultier actually decided to release their greatest La Male flanker? There's a caveat to that, okay? I know that La Male Le Parfum was very, very popular and Ultra Male was popular for some reason. And, my personal favorite actually may shock you. Well, it may not, no. It's Fleur de Mal. My favorite is Fleur de Mal. I think that Fleur de Mal is actually probably the best La Male flanker. Maybe better than this. Maybe not. It is complicated. As a Fleur de Mal fan, like all 7 of us, we understand that it wasn't, it didn't rock the world. It didn't put Paul Gaultier back into the headlines. But this thing has. This has been an absolute out-and-out success. And, I'm considering making a documentary. The Angel Men documentary was all about, success and success of all the flankers. And La Male is like failure and failure and failure of all the flankers. All of the Angel Men are pretty much gone now. The La Male flankers have mostly stayed put. They've all been terrible. And the final one, this won't be the final one, obviously. But if... They won't because of money and finances, and they're a business. They can do that. That's completely allowed. They will make more La Male flankers, obviously, until, the end of time. But it would be cool if they ended it here. It would be. Because it's like La Male in 1995. Amazing, changed everything. And then finally this in 2023. Now, this hasn't changed everything. But it's brought new customers to Paul Gaultier. It's brought everything... kind of the focus back to Paul Gaultier, and we're not all laughing or cackling at it going, oh, this is absolutely rubbish. Would you like this? I think that, I don't know if everybody's going to like this, but I think it's going to be, pretty close enough. I think that people who don't even like La Male could really enjoy this, but if you're a fan of lavender, if you're a fan of all of the La Male essentials, lavender, if you're a fan of vanilla, and to a degree if you're a fan of mint, then this is all going to work for you. But if you are somebody who really loves lavender, this could really work for you. Now, this is not Eau Noire by Christian Dior. Eau Noire, for those of you who don't know, was probably the heaviest lavender bomb that the mainstream fragrance world at least made. It was made by Christian Dior. And it was like a lavender husk. It was, it made a lavender essential oil look completely tame. This was a husky lavender vanilla. Somebody who enjoys lavender, somebody who enjoys to party, somebody who enjoys the nightclub thing. I think that this is a very, very casual kind of fragrance. This is something that I could see teens, 20s, 30s, people who are going out a lot, going out consistently, living to party and all that kind of stuff. That could work. But I think that there's a more somber tone to it. Not a somber tone. It's not sad, but there is a gravity in here that I think it's the depth of the lavender, and I think it's the earthy tone. There is a elegance to it. That's the best way I could put it. So somebody who is in their 30s, who is a bit older, 30s, 40s, maybe in 50s. If I could be very honest, I think anybody could wear it, based on differing reasons. People who are young, want to club and want to go out, fine. And then everybody else, there's a possibility. And that's the cool thing with this new La Male. It's that everybody could potentially have a go at this and could wear it. And I think that that's why it's become such a big thing. Presentation is crazy. What a crazy, crazy bottle. But when I saw this and I saw the gold, rimmed thing going on and the huge earring circle, instinctively I knew it was going to be different. I don't know how you felt. I'd love to know how you felt. But when I saw the Male Elixir bottle, I thought, it's kicking off. Something's changed. They're in business. And they've had a lot of wacky bottles. They've had a lot of crazy bottles. Let's give something else for Edwin to draw. Edwin is my AI artwork thing, and he's helped me tremendously. He's not real, he's AI, but he's tremendous help, and he's my personal artist. And it's a great technology now that I can literally give you a metaphor, and then I can put it into the AI, give it to Edwin, and he'll draw something. So what is... Oh wait, have we done presentation? I haven't even ranked presentation. 5 out of 5. Fantastic. I knew that there was something different. I knew that it was going to be weird. I knew that it was going to be different. So 5 out of 5. Absolutely killer presentation. Okay, scent. Let's do a metaphor. Edwin, listen to me. Okay. It's like a lavender field, but there's chocolate Easter eggs everywhere. There's also like dance club, nightclub nights at the top. So you've got like these different layers. Maybe you're outside, it's a spring bash, and there's chocolate, there's a lavender field, and yeah, but it's a party. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. Edwin, what did you come up with? I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but that's pretty freaking crazy. What I should probably do from now on is I should actually do the AI first, and then, then I'll know. I don't know, whatever. It's a great scent. It's a fantastic scent. It's a very well-rounded smell. Some of the lamels are very spiky and very crazy, and, this note is off and that note's off. The blending has been a real issue, but it's found a sort of a competent vision of what it wanted to do, and it's done it, and that's what makes this so exciting and so brilliant. I'm happy to give this a 5 out of 5. Projection longevity, you don't have to worry about it. Projection is very, very good. Very good. Maybe not as beastly as the original Lamel or some of the higher ones, but I think it's a decent projection. I mean, this is a very strong fragrance in itself, and that lavender is very, very harsh, so you don't really want it to be too overbearing, or it could become cloying and it could turn people off. I don't think it's a 5 out of 5, but I don't, in a way, want it to be. Right, here's my dilemma. I don't really want it to be a 5 out of 5. I don't want it to be extreme. It's a 4 out of 5, technically, but by the very fact that they thought about that, do you know what I mean? Like, by the fact that they thought about the projection not being too much, and they whittled it down, does that make it sort of a 5 out of 5 because of the fact that they thought of that, and they sort of made that resonate even better? I don't know. So I'm going to go with a 4.5 out of 5 to make it make sense. Longevity, though, is a 5 out of 5. This lasts a very, very long time, and it's really, really freaking cool. Once I've put that on just now, I don't have to worry about it. All in all, this is a freaking kick-ass fragrance. There have been lots of kick-ass fragrances that have come out this year. It's part of the reason why I'm back. Oh yeah, the other reason why I'm back is I'm doing fragrance consultations, baby. Hey, do you want a fragrance consultation, a Zoom call with me, where you get to chat to me? It's not just me chatting to you. It's not just me talking shit to you all the time. You can now talk shit to me. But also, if you just want to send me messages or whatever, the best thing that you could do is just sign up to my Patreon. If you sign up to my Patreon, you won't just be able to get private messages with me. We can talk it out. We can talk about your fragrance needs and all that kind of stuff. You also will get behind the scenes footage. You'll get podcasts. You'll get a lot of exclusive content, a lot of extra content that you don't see here on the tube. Mostly just me, talking about a load of nonsense, but some of you like that. Also, I'm trying to do a weight loss journey at the moment, and you can follow all of that on my Patreon. So really appreciate it. All in all, overall, this is an absolutely kick-ass fragrance. There have been insane fragrances that have been released, but this is definitely a highlight, and I will probably be doing the Lamel Paul Gaultier documentary when I have the opportunity to be able to do it, but this sucker is getting a 5 out of 5. And the fragrance press, I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Bye.